Hey guys! So I'm sure everybody here is very familiar with tattooing. Many people don't know the history or the origin of where tattoos even came from, but they have been along for a very long time. They just have evolved over the years. So when we think of tattoos nowadays, they're often used as a form of self-expression. Many people get them to honor somebody or to tell a significant story that happened in their life, or even some people just get tattoos because they like what they're going to put on their body and they like art, which is totally okay. But if we're talking 5,000 years ago, the Egyptians, tribal members, they all used tattoos as a sort of survival technique. So what this means is that they also looked a lot different than how they do today. So back 5,000 years ago, tattoos were very simplistic and it was very constricted to just a dark or a brown pigment. You often see that it's just dots and patterns. And so this was used for Egyptians and tribal members, geography purposes, and then Egyptians would also use it to mark prostitutes or pregnated women. And so as you can see, that look from that is very different from what we see tattoos as today. So when we talk about tattoos today, there is a variety of different kinds. You can make a tattoo whatever you want to make it. You can also make it whatever color that you want to make it. And so as we've seen over the years, they have evolved into something completely different as to what they were originally for. However, they were still very significant back then, and they're still very significant now, as they tell a story and they have meaning to somebody, and they're fitted for everybody. And so tattoos are what you make of them. You can get what you like, and that's that. Same as 5,000 years ago. They just used them for a different purpose, but a purpose that was just as important to them. And so tattoos have always interested me. I don't have any myself, however, I would still be open to getting some. I just haven't found the right thing that I would be willing to put on my body forever. And so yeah, I do know a lot of people that are very passionate about tattoos, that they really enjoy getting them and they enjoy going through the process of it all. And I think it's very interesting to learn about how their history dates so far back, because when you think of tattoos, you don't really consider their history. It's one of those small things that you tend to overlook, but once you actually look into it, it can be very interesting to see who used them before us and how the purpose of tattoos has evolved into something completely different, but still something so significant. And so as we see today, there's a bunch of different trends with tattoos as well. But overall, I think the art in itself is very beautiful, and I think it is great how every tattoo is fitted for each individual person. So yeah, I think that they come from a very rich history, and I found a lot of good and interesting facts that goes along with that. But as we can see today, we can kind of compare and contrast how different that they have become.